The neglect we never meant to cause. Sometimes, neglect doesn't look like cruelty. It hides in busy schedules, unanswered questions, and eyes that don't meet. It looks like a mother too tired to listen. A father too busy to notice. A home filled with provision but starved of presence. Today, we walk gently into a truth most mothers don't want to admit, not to shame ourselves, but to awaken love again. Because awareness is mercy, and mercy is from Allah. Many Muslim mothers love their children deeply, yet unknowingly, small moments of neglect slip in. Not the kind that hurts the body, but the kind that slowly starves the soul. Children don't always say, "I feel unseen." They show it. When the heart grows distant. And be kind to parents and to relatives and orphans and the needy, Qur'an 4:36. Neglect often begins quietly, not in loud fights or harsh words, but in distance. You're around your child physically, but disconnected emotionally. You scroll while they talk. You nod, but your eyes are somewhere else. You hear their words, but you don't really listen. Children don't say, "You neglect me." They simply withdraw. They stop trying to be heard. They stop reaching out for hugs. They stop shining. Emotional neglect hurts deeper than hunger. It leaves invisible scars on the soul. The Prophet would face a child fully, speak kindly, and make them feel seen. The first sign of neglect is when the heart stops being present. Sign 1: when your child stops talking to you. They used to tell you everything: how school went, who made them laugh, what they dreamed of. Now, silence fills the room. This kind of neglect doesn't happen overnight. It begins when a child realizes, Mom isn't really listening. Maybe you're always cooking, cleaning, or replying to messages but not present. Children don't need your perfection. They crave your attention. Spend just 10 minutes a day of undistracted presence. No phone. No multitasking. Just heart to heart. Listening is love in its purest form. Sign 2: constant tantrums or defiance. Children act out not always to irritate, but to be seen. Every tantrum says, "I'm overwhelmed too." Emotional neglect turns calm hearts into restless ones. What we label as stubborn is often a cry for connection. And when punishment comes before empathy, the heart closes a little more each time. The Prophet never yelled at children. He corrected with gentleness, connection, and eye contact. Connection before correction. Sign 3: they seek validation elsewhere. When your child starts craving attention from friends, teachers, or even strangers online. It may be emotional hunger speaking. They're not badly behaved. They're simply searching for warmth that should come from home. A neglected heart looks for belonging elsewhere. And today, the world is full of false warmth screens, likes, trends that can replace real love if we're not mindful. He is not one of us who does not show mercy to our young. Tirmidhi. If you don't fill your child's cup with love, the world will fill it with noise. Sign 4: you rarely make eye contact. A glance filled with love can refill a child's heart faster than 1,000 words. Eye contact is emotional safety. It tells a child, you matter. When that eye contact fades, so does connection. Children stop coming near when they don't feel seen. Mercy begins with presence. The Prophet, even when surrounded by companions, would turn fully toward the one who spoke to him, even a child. Sign 5: you discipline more than you connect. When correction outweighs connection, love begins to feel like fear. Sometimes we repeat how we were raised: harsh words, cold tones, not out of cruelty, but memory. But children don't bloom in fear. They bloom in gentleness. So by mercy from Allah, O Muhammad, you were lenient with them. Quran 3:159. Discipline has its place, but connection must come first. Discipline without love breeds resentment. Connection before correction builds trust. Firmness with love. Mercy before command. Sign 6: your child hesitates to ask for help. When a child hesitates to approach their mother, something sacred has been lost. It may mean they've been dismissed, interrupted, or scolded too often. Children retreat when they feel unsafe emotionally. And sometimes, silence is their protection. Ask your child daily. What made you happy today? What was hard? Then listen without fixing, without lecturing. The Prophet would kneel to a child's level, make them feel heard, and speak with softness. Sign 7. You're always busy, but never there. The home looks perfect: meals, laundry, prayers, but the warmth is gone. You do everything for your children, except be with them. Presence isn't about hours, it's about heart. Children can feel when your mind is elsewhere. The best of you are those who are best to their families. Tirmidhi. Let's not raise children who say, "My mom was always busy." Let's raise children who say, "My mom was always there for me." Sign 8. You compare your child often. Comparison kills confidence. Every time we say, "Look at your sister," or "Your cousin does better," a child's heart wilts a little. Each child is a unique amanah with their own rhythm, strength, and timeline. Comparison is not motivation, it's rejection disguised as care. Open Book Quran Reminder. We have certainly honored the children of Adam. Quran 17 hours 70 minutes. Honor begins with seeing your child as Allah's trust, not a project to perfect. Sign 9. You ignore emotional changes. Sometimes neglect looks like missing subtle signs. The quiet tears. The loss of interest in things they once loved. The fake smiles that hide loneliness. Children communicate pain through behavior, not words. When we only correct behavior, we miss the message beneath it. Watch behavior, not just obedience. When your child changes, draw closer. He who does not show mercy will not be shown mercy. Bukhari and Muslim. When a mother hides every emotion behind "I'm fine," her child learns to do the same. Authentic motherhood isn't perfection. It's modeling honesty, showing that feelings are safe. And that sadness and patience can coexist. Even the Prophet wept when his son Ibrahim died. He said, "The eyes shed tears, the heart feels sorrow. But we only say what pleases our Lord." You teach your child how to handle pain, not by hiding yours, but by surrendering it to Allah. Healing from neglect, a path back to connection. If these signs touched your heart, know this: it's not too late. Neglect can be replaced with nurture. Distance can be mended with dua. Healing begins not with grand gestures, but small moments of softness. Action steps. Herb, slow down. Herb, speak softly. Herb, apologize when needed. Herb, make dua for your child by name every night. Open Book Dua. Rabbana hab lana min azwajina wa duriyatina qurrata ayun, wajalna lil muttaqina imama. Our Lord, grant us from our spouses and offspring comfort to our eyes, and make us an example for the righteous. Quran 25:74. You're not a bad mother, you're a healing one. Dear sister, this isn't about blame. It's about awareness. Every child needs to be seen. And every mother deserves gentleness, too. Begin again, with mercy. Return to connection not through guilt, but through grace. Because Allah sees your effort. He witnesses your tears. And He rewards the mother who chooses mercy again and again. Mercy is not weakness. It's how Allah raises hearts. Subscribe to Mindful Muslimah Haven for gentle reminders, soulful motherhood reflections, and faith-rooted parenting wisdom.